Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the 6th day of this writing experiment. It is the 15th of August, it is 20 minutes past 11 in the morning, and it just occurred to me this is the second to last day. Even though I've known for a long time this is a 1 week long experiment, I think I only just realized that it's, the second to last day. So what does today have in store? Well, the World Wide Writeathon begins at 5:30 tonight. It is currently, like I said, 20 past 11. And the beginning of the World Wide Writeathon is sort of what I'm aiming to be done by. Sounds too ambitious, but I would have liked to have gotten at least 8,000 words before that begins. Preferably 10,000 words or even a bit more than that before the event starts. Because the event starts off with the kickoff that I don't think there's going to be any writing during, and then I'm going to be able to participate in a few streams before I go to bed. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to get up early and participate in all the streams that I can between me waking up and 6 in the evening when everything wraps up for me, and finish the story, get all the words down. So pretty ambitious, but the start of the event is 6 hours away from now, so I think it should be possible. Again, I've had a couple of days where I've written 10,000 words in about 5.5 hours. Granted, I'm going to have at least lunch in this window, maybe also start on dinner, but either way, it's going to be a challenge. And like I talked about yesterday, it's not going to be 10k today and 10k tomorrow. It's possibly going to be like 15k today and 15k tomorrow. Again, I'm not sure how much more the story needs, but it's a fair bit, and I have a hard time visualizing, oh, will I be done in 20,000 words or 50,000 words? I have no idea. So that's where I'm at today. Nervous, excited, decently awake, will utilize sugar, so we'll see what happens. I also just wanted to say that I was not falling asleep early at all yesterday. I had some struggle falling asleep, and I was just thinking about some stats for what I've been doing right now, and I will have a video up later on about stats and lessons learned and that kind of thing, but I just wanted to say that the fact that I have almost written a NaNoWriMo worth of words, like I know I'm only at 39,000 words, but if everything goes well, I'll be at least 50 today, which is 11,000 words away, before I go to bed. That should not be impossible, seeing as how I want to write about 10,000 words in the next 6 hours. I feel like I should be further along than that, even when I go to bed. Either way, I have almost written a nano. I will have written a nano. We're putting things out there, we're manifesting things. I will have written a NaNoWriMo worth of words in 6 days. That is good. I think it's really easy for me, and maybe others too, to get really caught up in, but I was supposed to be at 50. I was supposed to be further ahead. I was supposed to have figured out this plot hole by now. I was supposed to have done this. But again, I've written, at this point, 39,000 words in 5 days, because I haven't started it yet. That's a lot of words. It's really impressive. And again, I'm not going to walk away from this week's experiment with a good first draft. Definitely not. And I'm going to talk more about that in my sort of wrap-up video as well. But I'm going to have something. I'm going to have something that I currently feel pretty good about in the grand scheme of things. And I just need to look at it that way sometimes and realize that this is pretty damn good, actually. I've written a book, or I will have written a book, and yeah, I had a lot more thoughts than that, but most of those will be in the wrap-up video, so I'm not going to get into too much detail right now, but yeah, just wanted to talk about that. And also, I know that my goal for the 24-hour write-a-thon, not the one this weekend, but the one that Bug and I are hosting on November 1st, I know that the goal for that is 50,000 words in 24 hours. Looking at what I've done now with, say, 40,000 words in 5 days, that's a massive fail. But no, it isn't, because I have written for shorter, I haven't been writing for the full day. I've been writing for sections of the day. Again, stats to come later on, but I've written for a few hours. I got 10,000 words in 5 hours, 5.5 hours. That is still a little bit slower than I need to be, but that's why I'm doing this experiment. I am trying to see, can I keep going even though I lose motivation, which I have done this week and still kept going. Can I keep going if I am stuck? Yes, clearly I have been stuck this entire week. And so on. Do I have the drive to write a lot of words, not just in one sitting, but in several. And for this, I mean, I've written every day of the week so far, I've written at least 3,000 words, which is way too low for what I have to do. But still, the point of this experiment was to try all these things and see if I can even write a book in a week. I think I can. Today and tomorrow will show if I truly can, but I'm excited. So I should stop talking now. I've been talking to you for like 7 minutes, so I should stop talking and get writing. We can do this. I can do this. Let's do this. Hello everyone, it is now 20 minutes to 2. I have been watching the Courtney Project stream from the 4th of August. It will be linked down below. It's a 5-hour stream, so I figured that would be a good idea and a good place to start. But despite me skipping forward, like I did a sprint, I had some other break and then skipped forward to the next sprint, I have only had 2 sprints so far. It's been almost 2 hours since I started, because it took a while between filming and starting. It took a bit of time, but it's been almost 2 hours since I started. I've only done 2 sprints and I only have 1,880 words. That is not okay. I have now made my lunch. I had some leftover chicken goo from the other day, so I made some new pasta for that. But I need to step up my game because this is not going good. This is bad and I need to do better. So I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, but also I have a deadline, so I need to stay focused and do better than I have been doing. I also made a deal with Marcus that if I have written at least 8,000 words today before the stream starts in now just under 4 hours, I'm allowed to have cookies. Make cookies. So I need to have those cookies. So I'm gonna write. The next sprint upcoming now is 30 minutes. I'm gonna eat during it, so I'm not gonna get all of the words, but I'm gonna eat and write at the same time. And I will not report back until I have 5,000 words, which I'm hoping will be soon. I can write more than this. I can write faster than this. I can write better than this, but that's something we're not focusing on right now. And I need to do better because I want words, damn it. So I will talk to you when I've hit 5,000 words. Hopefully that will be before 3:30. That should be doable. So I'll talk to you then and get this done because this needs to get done. Are things going according to plan? No. Am I going to be able to make myself cookies before the stream starts? No. Do I have things figured out? No. But I've done some brainstorming with 2 of my local MLs actually over on a Discord channel, and I have an idea. I spent some time brainstorming with Marcus, I spent some time brainstorming with them. It is 3:34, so it's 2 hours, a bit less than 2 hours until the live stream starts. But I guess that maybe this is doable. I have an idea, I have an aim. It's not everything. Everything is not solved by any stretch of the word. Everything is definitely not solved, but I have sort of an aim. I have a few ideas for how to tie things together. And for the next 2 hours until the stream starts, I'm going to be so hard on myself when it comes to my breaks. I don't want to, but I sort of also want to because I want to get these words done. So I'm not going to be allowed more than 5-minute breaks at a time. I'm going to do like I did in the stream on Wednesday, where I set a timer for writing and then a timer for break, writing, break, writing, and so on. Only for myself though, I'm not currently streaming, but I think this will be good. I think this will keep me focused. And like I said, a max of 5-minute breaks, hopefully less. So that's where I'm at. I have grabbed chocolate because if I can't have cookies, I'm gonna have chocolate instead because I'm an adult. And hopefully I will at least be further along when I talk to you next and before the stream starts. I am at 3,219 words right now. I've done 3 sprints total today, and I would like to be at 5 in 2 hours. So, I would like to be at 8 in 2 hours actually. So we'll see how this goes, but I have to do this. I don't have to do this, but I want to do this, even though I'm complaining about it. Hello again. I cannot connect my microphone right now because I do that to my phone, and I still have 10 minutes left of planting a tree, so I'm gonna let that plant. Actually, it's a bush, but either way. Hi, it is 5:29. I just finished writing my last sprint before the stream, and I reached 8,474 words for the day so far. I gotta say, I want to get into the stream because it's about to start, but I want to say that keeping the short breaks are really effective for me. So I'm a bit mind blown. Things are happening. Someone from Millie's Past just showed up and sort of threw everything off course, and I need to think about this for a second and get into the stream because it's about to start. But holy fuck, I have written almost 8,500 words today, and it's just going so well. And yeah, I'll be back because stream, but I can't believe I did it. I get to have cookies. Hello everyone, it's now about 10 minutes past 7 in the evening. The kickoff is over and done with, as is the first stream, which was hosted by Lindsay Puckett. And I really should have done this math before I turn the camera on, but I'm going to do math right now. 1 second. There were 3 15-minute sprints throughout that hour, and I wrote 1,472 words in total. And my words for the day so far, 9,946. I'd hoped to pass the 10k mark when I saw how well the sprints were going, but then dinner happened. So I'm like scarfing that down with one hand as I type with the other, and it's not the most time effective thing, is it? But Lindsay's stream is now over. We're now over to Liselle's stream. I like how we're keeping with the L's for now. And yeah, it just feels pretty good. I'm definitely gonna hit 10k in this stream, and I am pretty sure that I am closing in on 50k for the story. I'm gonna do math real quick again. So 9,946 so far for the day. I could just count this in Scrivener, but Scrivener always ends up giving me a couple words too many or taking words away, and I'm not quite sure why. So since I have all my numbers here, I figured I might as well tally them up from my notepad anyway. So just bear with me one more second, and there we go. And then I have 2 more days. I have Monday and Tuesday, so 11,554. And 4,784 words. I have, damn it. Well, I've written 9,569 words, so I am 331 words off from having written 50k in 6 days. Wow. Now I know I left you off in a bit of a weird place with the previous clip. That was just me yelling about, I did it, and then I'm going to tell you what I'd done. Basically, I figured some things out with the help of Marcus and 2 of my local MLs that I talked to over on Discord. Something happened, a spark was lit, and I figured out a way to take the story forward. Do I have the ending in sight yet? No. Do I feel for the first time in a long time that these words are like the words, that this writing is what I want my writing to sound like? Yes. And that's a bit concerning getting to at like 45,000 words. But I'm really happy to have had that moment, and I'm still riding that high sort of for a little bit. I've changed a lot of things throughout this week with this story, and there are things that I talked about like maybe on Wednesday, oh, my characters are doing this, that are now completely scratched. I'm keeping the numbers, I'm still counting those words as words for this project, but I have decided that no, they don't mean that way, or no, they do this thing instead, or no, this person is the one who interrupts, or whatever it may be. And I think I'm changing it for the better. It feels like I'm changing it for the better, but it also means that a lot of things I've written no longer make sense and or no longer add up with what I've written now. I've even had things today where I wrote something and then I referred back to that and I was like, that's actually not how it happened. So when I'm writing the second thing, the thing referring back to the first one, I'm going to change how things happened. So it's going to be a very messy draft, but that's okay. I am enjoying myself. I think that this can be good. I think the second half or the last third or wherever I'm at in the story could be really good. But I'm going to keep running that high. Liselle's stream is going to start in 3 minutes. I have to move because my computer has no battery left. But I will report back as the evening goes on. And yeah, I'm excited. It's going well again. I feel like today's been a roller coaster, but right now it's going well. Alright, Liselle's stream is now over. I only participated in 2 out of the 3 sprints because I had to finish dinner. But I got, again, I have not done the math before I turn on the camera. What news is that? But I got 1,287 words during her stream, and we're now waiting for the third one to start at Dana's channel, so excited about that. After this one, it's going to be a half-hour break, so I'm going to take my shower then, because I think I'm going to be stuck here for a while, and I may as well shower when there's a longer break, so I don't have to do that at like 2 AM when I go to bed, because I might end up being up until 2 AM. Because I'm excited about this. But it's going really well. Things are happening in my story where Millie is finding out some things about Eli, and Eli is also figuring out some things about Eli, and it's interesting, and I really like it. And I have more conflict building that I'm gonna have to deal with later, so I'm super excited about that. And yeah, let's do this third stream, shall we? Because it's about to start, and I'm gonna participate. Hello everyone, this will be my last update for the evening and for this vlog. I last left you off before Dana's stream was going to start. It went really well. There were a little bit of technical difficulties with one of the sprints that she used because someone was suddenly talking about cake and steak and WikiLeaks and stuff during the timer when that was running. So that was a bit weird, but it went well. We ended up doing 3 sprints and I got 1,479 words for that entire stream, which felt really good. And I've just now finished off Laura's stream. They're still going. They have about 12 minutes left on their last sprint, but I am too tired to focus on that. So I got 1,361 words over 2 15-minute sprints. So total of 1,361 words per, for the both of them. Yes. I'm tired, can you tell? So I'm ending off the day with 14,073 words written today. I did so much math before this clip, but I did not actually tally up how many words I have. Hold on. I have a total of 53,696 words for the week so far, for this story so far. So if I want to hit 70 tomorrow, I have to write about 16,500 words. I have written 14,000 words today, so it's not that big of an up from today, but it's a lot of words, especially seeing as how I've done this now for 6 days with varying results. I'll give you that. Things are going well plot-wise. I feel like things are moving along pretty nicely. Everyone now knows about Eli's secret, even though he doesn't quite believe it yet. And things are moving along, and there are a lot of different small little things they're like tying together while also opening up doors for things to go very wrong. And yeah, no one is in a great place right now. Physically, physically they're not in good places either. Mentally, they're definitely not in good places. So that's fun. But I'm going to leave it off right now and hopefully have a good start tomorrow. I'm sort of in the middle of something, sort of where I could wrap up a chapter, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to start at this point tomorrow or if I'll skip over to a new chapter, but it's going quite well. I've been running out of order now for a few hours and it feels good. Before this, I've had about every other chapter from each character's perspective, but I've now jumped around. Like I said before, I've written the follow-up to something as if something happened differently than it did, because I figured out that if it happened in this way instead, that would be better. So I've written the outcome of it as if the first thing happened in a different way, if that makes sense. So things are no longer in order, things are very contradictory towards themselves, and I'm no longer kept up the every third chapter rhythm. Instead, I wrote one of Millie's chapters, for example, and then I was like, I need to write what happens next to her, even if that's not what's going to happen next to the reader. I mean, this whole thing is a massive rewrite, but that chapter would still follow, just not right after. Instead, there would be a break and would have at least one other character's point of view in between, but I just had to write it to figure out what was going to happen. And I enjoy it. If you've been here for a while, you might know that I tend to skip ahead in time, skipping a bit back and forth in my timeline, depending on what I feel like writing, or continuously skipping along to the next big thing that happens, and then I fill in the gaps as I feel like it later on, just so I get the big parts of story out first, and then I fill in like, oh, this needs to be foreshadowed here, or this character needs to have gotten to know this person better before this happens, and I fill those things in later. So it's going really well. I'm surprised by how long it took me to start skipping around, how many words into the story I was by the time I started skipping around. Maybe that is because I had such a vague idea of where I was going. But I will say, again, for the record, that this part that I'm writing now and have been writing now for most of the streams at least, maybe even a bit before that. It's getting a bit foggy when I wrote what, but this feels, for the most part, like good writing. The pacing feels good, the word choices feel good, the character motivations feel good, and it's just very nice to be writing that. Again, I wish I would have found this and figured this bit out way before, so I could have taken aim for this earlier on, and also maybe, phrased myself differently from earlier on. But I'm very happy that I'm here now, and my goal is not to walk away from this week with like any semblance of a polished draft. If I do, that would be great, but at this point that's not going to happen. Now I just want to keep working on this and find the ending so that I can then go back and actually outline this the way it makes the most sense to tell it and rewrite it. Does that make sense? It does make sense to me. So this is sort of a zero draft, if even that, and it's messy and it's bad and huge parts of it will change, but it also has some parts that are so good and that really drive the story, and I feel for these characters and I believe that this is actually happening to them. And maybe that's a bit weird to say as the writer of it, but there are some parts of this that are good. At least that's the way I feel about them now, having just written them. There are parts of this that are really good, there are parts of this that is complete shit, and that no one will ever read, except me, when I torture myself reading through this to figure out the outline. So it's a bit of a give and take, it's a bit of an up and down, and I feel like today especially has been quite the roller coaster, where I was like, I am so excited, I hate everything, I don't want to do this, I'm gonna win, I'm not gonna, I've been all over the place. And I will say I didn't actually think I would get to 8K before the stream. In the beginning of the day I did, but when we were getting closer and I had like 5,000 words to go and I was like, that's never gonna happen, but I'm so proud of myself for getting that done. So I should stop rambling now. It is 11 p.m, so the stream is wrapping up, Laura's stream is wrapping up, but I should go to bed now and hopefully get up quite early tomorrow. I know I keep saying that and it doesn't happen, but maybe it will tomorrow. And tomorrow I am sprinting at 10 a.m. in my time zone, so I need to be awake and alert for that at the very least. But seeing as how I have a lot of writing left to do, the earlier I start, the better, because the more time of the day I will have left. So I'm hoping to be up early, start a new vlog, and get writing and finish the story and figure out the ending that I still don't have when I presumably have like 17,000 words to go. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. I have a feeling I'm going to be really stressed out for a lot of it, but I'm hoping that I'll also be excited and motivated and eager to get this done. So fingers crossed for that. I'm going to go to bed. If by the end of the 24-hour stream tomorrow I am not done, I'm thinking that I'm going to jump back to one of the streams or two of the streams or three of the streams that I miss now when I go to bed and watch the replay of those. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with the last and final video of this experiment tomorrow, not counting the stats video I talked about before, and I'll see you then. So good night and goodbye.